Just wanted to share this idea I had. I was on the Airdyne for like 30 minutes, just doing a 30-minute go for distance. And while I was finishing up my workout, I thought about the numerous modalities that we use to facilitate the adaptation and improve our performance on subsequent bouts. Um, and The most obvious ones are in our faces all the time. That is like to take protein after your training, um, take some creatine monohydrate to enhance your metabolic capacity while you are resistance training, and various other modalities such as adding leucine to improve muscle protein synthesis. All things have been backed by research, so I realized an area that might not have been researched yet. So I guess I could create a hypothesis saying, does supplementing the amino acids that are the foundation of enzymatic activity in metabolic conditions something that can enhance performance when the body is provided with them as a post-exercise recovery modality? So I brainstormed a couple of the things and I wrote it down. Here we go. We got the muscle fiber, and in order to facilitate recovery and enhance performance of subsequent bouts, you can have amino acids, leucine, or creatine phosphate. I don't need to go into how they enhance performance and adaptation. Then we got the heart, the little loop, to represent the circulation, and the lungs to represent the oxygenation of the blood. So the most obvious way we can break this down is that metabolism is built on the foundation of blood flow and oxygenation. Although it isn't the primary source of ATP production, one could argue that the presence of oxygen enables sustaining energy output. Although they all coexist at the same time, it'd be interesting to see which one is really the foundation of each other. Anyways, for ATP production, So within the blood, there's iron. That is the base of the hemoglobin molecule. I don't know what causes the cells to divide. I know there are some, except for a couple hormones. I think erythropoietin, which is a kidney hormone, does that, influences their divide. But obviously we can't. That's a hormone. Excuse me. Well, there's the amino acids that may make up the structure of those cells. There's also the amino acids that make up the enzymes of nutrient transport, such as catalysts and I forgot the name of the term. But maybe it is just an enzyme that catalysts which enable reactions to occur as well, and then peptides and proteins that are actual shuttles for these molecules across blood-brain blood barriers, cell walls, and other lipid forms. So I know that citrulline is a molecule that is involved in aerobic respiration, and a couple oxalases I'm getting really sidetracked. I'm sorry. Citrulline and fat oxidation, etc. There's numerous enzymes in the Krebs cycle and in the electron transport chain, which enable the movement of ions and release ATP, or produce ATP from cycling ADP. So my hypothesis is that supplementing with the molecules which make up respiration, carbohydrate metabolism, glycolysis, and maybe even creatine phosphate within the ATP production. Will that improve its adaptation response and maybe even density of molecules? I don't know, but I took iron and some amino acids after my workout to see if I feel anything.